good for me. Maybe not good for someone who has a normal job, but it's perfect for me. It starts pretty early, so I miss a few games, and then I get to watch a bunch of games before I stream. Like I can watch from like 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. or something, and it ends like before I start streaming. It's like kind of almost perfect, almost better than if it was in Europe. Force of negation. So probably Junt. Maybe maybe black green. Maybe some brew. Is that the Mardu? Is that the deck that won the GP? Did the winner play Spellbomb in the main deck? Yeah, so that's probably a GP winning list. So I played this matchup a couple times, and I think it's good, but you have to play fairly tight. And you have to play fairly tight in every matchup in Modern. I don't know. You kind of have to play tight all the time in Magic. There's no like. There's not really such thing as like forgiving matchups and whatnot. It's probably. I mean, there's some matchups that are harder to play than others. That's probably true. Sewer red wins the GP. Obviously, white and black are the two best colors in Magic. Everyone knows that. Andre won the MCQ. That means he beat Sebastian Pozzo. Congrats to him. He's a beast. I'm not even sure. I wonder if that deck is any good, the deck he's playing. It doesn't even seem that good. And every tweet he said he's just getting super lucky. I mean, obviously I could see like, you know, the share. I mean, I'm sure he's like, the deck is fine, etc. But still a bit. I mean, it doesn't look very good, does it? I don't think it looks that good. Also, I don't understand like who's losing to Bantscape Shift. Like why Bantscape Shift does so well. Seems like Bantscape Shift is an underdog against Vamp, right? And it's like fairly close against Red, and it's bad against like the Mengucci deck, and it's not even that good against Esper Control, I think. I don't get it. Hey Harry, congrats on the good GP finish. Hey Swift, you qualified, right? I knew I recognized your name. Congrats, buddy. It's like Swift sounds really familiar for some reason. It is good against Scape Shift. That was the deck I really didn't want to face today. What did you play? Oh, you played Scape Shift and you didn't want to play against that weird deck? Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, I have a black up. How many Fatal Push in that deck? 4? 3? So I could path. The one was Deputy, play Deputy, get back. That makes no sense. I should just get back the one with Soul Herder right away. Dude, awesome. Man, you must be so happy right now. Dude, trust me, Swift right now, his cheeks are hurting. He's just had that smile for like the past 6 hours or 3 hours or whatever, 2 hours, and his cheeks are just hurting. I guarantee. I mean, I don't think my Soul Herder is gonna live, but on the off chance it does, I guess I'll. Oh, looks like it's gonna live. Sway Fighter Ephemerate. I'm finning my deck too. Less chance to draw land. It's not the trigger I need to right click to. I've been sitting in my chair for over an hour not knowing what to think or do. Harry says, I sadly lost to Hogak a lot. I respect your PT deck choice. Okay, you win. Yeah, I mean, I should have played Hogak at the PT, not Eldrazi Tron, even though it worked out okay for me. Hey, I mean, blue-white's very good if you're not getting paired against Hogak too much. That was a good turn for them. I was like, wow, they're sacking Ranger just to get rid of Soul Herder. I mean, they have to, but yeah. They sacked the captain before casting. Couldn't counter anything. I'm in pretty big trouble this game. Maybe it's not a good matchup. I feel like last time I played against that deck I lost, but I felt like I got pretty unlucky. I guess I am getting a bit unlucky. I have 7 lands now. But now I'm in terrible shape. Ranger Captain of Eos is pretty good. They still have Spellbomb, so I can't even top deck a Witness. And what if I just draw Coddle there? Just completely obliterate them. Alright, spell, please. What the spell I was looking for. And if that was a Wall of Blossom, I was potentially, I'm not sure which one's the top card, etc., but ooh. Actually, you know what? It's probably pretty good in this matchup. It was cool to play high stakes on Arena, but once he really has to figure out a tournament client for Arena, this third-party solution was not great. I don't know, it was fine for the Red Bull. I didn't mind it. Thought it ran fairly smoothly. Maybe it was a bit worse this time around. Do I have to block both shadows? No, I don't. Okay. I think I ran a bit poorly, but I don't know. Yeah, it's tough. Maybe people online don't play as well. It's easy to mess up the Hogak versus pretty easy to mess up the Hogak versus blue-white matchup, I'm sure. I'd have Battle Rage their last cards. They kind of drew like gods. And we didn't, but yeah, that was kind of a beating. It's kind of tough. They kind of have it all. They have Liliana and Plague Engineer in the sideboard too. Ranger Captain of Eos is just really good. Hey Lysionel, couldn't go better than 4-4 in the GP. Sorry, bud. Hope you still had a good time. There's no way Rest in Peace is worth it, right? I don't know, they have Spellbomb. Yeah, I'm not gonna do Rest in Peace. Yeah, I lose to this deck, but it doesn't seem like it should be a bad matchup. I don't need to force some negation, right? No reason, really. Do I want rejection? No. Don't disdainful stroke? No. Don't Knight of Autumn. Okay. Don't Stony Silence? Nope. Maybe Gearhulk? Gearhulk doesn't... Man, the last card is pretty underwhelming. Don't want any of these cards. I couldn't force the spell to sack the Ranger before casting the Battle Rage. Night Kill Sculler. Oh, Night's very good against them. Actually, killing Sculler is a huge deal. I think I forgot that last time I played against the deck. I boarded out my Knights and I was like, oh, Sculler, right. Ranger is so good. Yeah, Ranger is pretty busted with Battle Rage and stuff. I don't know, just really good in that deck. I wonder what happened was that I think the first few versions, for some reason, most people were not playing Temur Battle Rage in the Mardu version of the deck. Alright, this is... I just don't know what to cut. This is a terrible cut. Maybe Venser? Probably cut Venser, actually. They played Arcana. Yeah, they played... I guess they had, like, Lingering Souls, etc. This version is just way more focused. The Hex Parasite tech is really nice. I've definitely lost to that card multiple times, whether... And they're playing 4-path free push. A lot of removal. So Lionel, who also played Soulhoarder, says, I beat Burn, Boros Hammer, whatever that is, Hollow One, and Infect. Lost to Chunt, Blue White, Affinity, and Gak. Yeah. Burn is pretty close. Burn is somewhat tough. Not sure what Boros Hammer is. Hollow One I would expect to be a bit tough, maybe. No, it seems like they could run you over. Infect I was doing pretty good against. Chunt I think is favored. Blue White is tough. Affinity I haven't played against much. I would assume you're favored against Affinity, and Hoyak is like really close. Boros Hammer is Glistener Elp. Oh, it's a +10/+10 equipment. Am I running any Flicker Wisps? No. I don't think Flicker Wisp is very good. Well, turn on discard spell is really bad for us. Can't believe I boarded out a Wall of Blossoms. It's like the last card I should board out in this matchup. So weird that they play Tidal of Scholar. That card's so mediocre. I think it's decent when you have combos with it. I kind of like it when you're playing the free 2 that gives -3/-3. I think that combo is pretty nasty. I just Tidal or Scholar for value. It's like the card's not terrible, but you're like, I'm playing Modern. Surely there's something better than, you know, just a Tidal of Scholar. What's the play here? Probably just Sigo and tap the Tidal of Scholar. Scholar eats the removal, yeah. It's a bit of damage. It's like bit of everything, you know. They're probably gonna take the path. They probably have a Death Shadow. I'll let them take the path. I'm just... How many basics do they have? 2. I saw a tweet, it was pretty funny. I think it's about Jacob Wilson. He was like, oh cool, because he played the deck at the PT, etc. He's like, oh, I'm curious to see what improvement they made to the deck or what they changed. And then he looks at the mana base and he's like, guy was playing 4 Mire and 3 Marsh Flats in a deck with no basic mountain and a basic plains and basic swamp. Just like strictly worse Marsh Flats. I wonder what happened. Ephemerate doesn't seem good in this matchup. Nah, Ephemerate's good in every matchup. What's not good in this matchup is to board out Wall of Blossoms. That's what's not good. Jacob Wilson is great. The Silent Assassin. I guess I shouldn't sack because I'm not sure if I'm going to need double green or double blue. or double white. Mardu Shadow won my MTGO. Wow, Mardu Shadow is just the nuts apparently. They have like one Liliana, right? Jeez. I mean, I guess it's better for me that they have that. I think I'm all in on the... I need their last card to be a brick. And I need to draw any creature. Any non-Venser creature. Surely I can draw a creature. I have one or two in my deck. I here have one or two creature. Maybe I can draw one. Oh, I should cast it in case I draw a witness. Alright, that works. Oh yeah, no, that's why I didn't ephemerate, because I wanted to be able to attack Liliana if I drew yeah. I could attack them. I don't want to let... No. I think this is good. Do I keep Sculler or... I'd add a path. Okay, but my guy's a free now. Joke's on you. Man, the deck is nuts too. Silent Clearing is so good. How do they play Silent Clearing? I guess Mardu Shadow does play that fetch land. Why did they top deck? Fail Push Death Shadow? Oh, that's fine. That makes sense. That's average draw steps. Dude, I swear. I feel like I get so robbed every time I play against that deck. It's like insane. Ephemerate only blinks your creatures. If it blinked obstinate creatures too, it'd be best card ever printed. Joke. Maybe deck's just perfect. Maybe deck just draws like that every time. I don't know what I can draw. Soul Herder into... Oh, it's a bit late. Alright, well, that was dumb. No clickbait here. Honest stream title. Wow. Fired the league for that. Feels bad. They're going first and I don't have a 2. I'm just gonna force that. Or should I force the light up the stage? Or should I not force anything and save it for looting? I'm not gonna save it for looting. Maybe I should slow them down in their tracks. Looting's just really scary. Damn, I really don't know. They have nothing. They don't have a 1-drop. Yeah, I'm gonna counter it. It's close. They could like... They have a few breaks too. Like if they flip over Phoenix... I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Really? I just don't know. Did I lose too much one? We lost to the deck that just won the GP. Mardu Shadow, best deck in the format apparently. Guy didn't even register the right lands and he still easily won the tournament. Maybe he did it for the memes. Maybe he did it so he wouldn't be tempted to like search for basic lands when he knows he's supposed to just take 2. Just like self-prevention or something. Soul Hoarder is gonna die. I think that's fine. Oh my man, that's kind of weird. Need Breeding Pool or Temple Garden? Maybe I'll just get an island and play nice and Coddle actually. Alright, well this was kind of awkward. I don't know, but playing Soul Herder, I kind of force the action. If they don't have another Lavadar, they have to like either use a Bolt or like sack a land, which they probably don't want to do. Yeah, I think I like that play. Wait, what just happened? Did they really just bolt face? What the? I wasn't even paying attention. That seems unreal. Can I get a link to the deck list? You can go on channelfireball.com and there's a GP coverage. You can have access to all the lists of the GP. I'll link the coverage lists, the coverage link. There, that's my awesome sponsor, and you can find the coverage there. And if you need singles or Magic product, I'm sure you can find a good deal too. Especially if you use the promo code yellowhat at checkout, you get 5% off. No big deal. How are my feelings on the current list? I think this list I'm playing right now is close to optimal. I still don't know if Venser is any good. I hear he's good, but I haven't drawn it much. I haven't played with it much. It's pretty close, you know. It's like minus. It might be 2 cards off. It might change after they ban Hogak. This is some Reed tier sponsor plugging. Yeah, I'm not very good at it. I'm sure Reed is much, much, much better. I try my best. How would I predict the future of this deck after Hogak ban? Well, it doesn't have a especially good Hogak matchup. We'll see. Bold face. Okay. And they have a Lavadar in the graveyard. Oh, they're playing Ramnap runes. That's pretty rare. Phoenix and Gutshot. Gutshot was a solid hit. Gutshotting Oracle. So they can Lavadar it in response. Or they can Lavadar my Coddle, either way. This is gonna blow. Does the land even save me? Go down to 2. Go up to 7. Yeah, land saves me. Oh, I have Soul Hoarder in play. Forgot about that small detail. Yeah, this is why right now you should not be playing like the Hermit over Thragtusk, because mono red is just all over the place. And gaining 10 life is a bit better than having 8 squirrels. Yeah, I mean, we should have lost that game, I think. If they just bowled my Soul Herder, there's just no way I win this game. Literal 0 chance. Actually, factually, 0 chance I win this game. I don't know if I want to kill them. Hey, you know what I say. I'll kill them. I really didn't want to, but fine. Aren't we supposed to ephemerate the Soul Herder? What? I wasn't paying attention. What did I board out in this matchup? Probably board out the Watchers. Oh, and the Witness. Force. Venser seems bad. Not all 4 rest in peace? I don't know. I never know. Drawing 2 is not great. They can't get rid of it. Why did I cut the Time Warps? Because felt like it was kind of a win more card. 5 mana is a lot. I'm gonna keep. Wow, Oliver qualified? The Cheating clan? I don't know, it's so hard to say, but it is. That's awesome. I'm happy. Stan Sivka qualified. Dude, Sivka and Stratsky both qualified with that combo deck. They just broke it. They broke it and they didn't even hook me up. Andre, I thought we were friends. Honey. Andre's been running pretty good in that whole arena thing. The man can battle in the arena, that's for sure. Their draws are just atrocious. It's kind of scary though. Sometimes you're like, oh, they're having a bad draw, and then they still, like, out of nowhere, they pump out so much damage. Sivka is unbelievable. Is he? The sweet, sweet sound of justice. Should have attacked. I'm busy with some secret chat about our deck choice for Modern Super League. For all the Americans or people who stay up really late at night, we're playing the Bash Bros this Tuesday on the Modern Super League. Playoffs, big deal. High stakes. I think I'm teasing. I'm making fun of the card Blood Moon, not my opponent. I just despise Blood Moon. I think bringing in Blood Moon on the play is decent. I think bringing it on the draw is probably bad. I'm 100% play Bant Soul Herder. I don't think so. The deck is fun, but I don't know, man. I don't think it's that good against the tier 1 decks. It's like medium versus Hogak, but I guess everything is. It's probably better than most decks against Hogak. It's not especially good against that mono red deck. I don't know if it's good against Phoenix. It's okay against the Tron deck. I don't know. It's alright. There's still a few hours. They want to path my Wall of Blossoms. It's rude. I love it. I want to save my paths. I don't want to give them the extra lands if I don't have to. Modern Super League is Tuesday night. If you're looking to win, isn't it wrong to play anything but Hogak? Well, the problem is you have to submit 5 decks and only one can be Hogak. So you have to play 4 non-Hogak decks. They have 2 cards in hand. I think you play Rest in Peace first. I think Rest in Peace is the play. This way they don't do anything crazy. Without Rest in Peace, like without the graveyard, they can't do anything too broken. Whereas if I play Thractos, they could like have a Bolt, and then they play a Looting and a Reveler, all of a sudden have 3 cards in hand, and you know, I'm probably still in okay shape because I go Rest in Peace path, etc. But I'd rather just kind of close the door to any nonsense. And, you know, have Ephemerate backup to save my Thractusk. Opponent should have definitely waited their turn to bolt in case they draw another bolt. See, Harry, the reason why you think you have a good Hogak matchup with blue-white control is kind of the same reason I think why I'm winning this match. Because people online don't try as hard and maybe play a bit worse sometimes. Then you get like false sense of confidence. That's why I don't think I should play Soul Herder. I guess Soul Herder did okay in the GP. Where did I get Bob the Dog from? Just my friend's account. He just gave it to me. That was just like kind of generic name. It's like Bob's like super generic American name. I don't remember the exact story, but it's like not very interesting. Waiting till their turn lets you get them with force. Yeah, I guess I could have force. That's a good point. I still would rather, yeah. That's fair. I think I might still take a draw step. Wait, did I mulligan already? I mulliganed, they mulliganed. I think I have to keep. I can play Prairie Stream into Forest, into what I need. We're going to draw 2-drop right. What's my favorite secret account name? I'm not very good with names, honestly. What are some of my secret account names that are not secret anymore? Yeah, I'm just not that good with that stuff. Force of Negation was definitely not what I was looking for. So we have a land, basic plains on the bottom. Don't want to draw basic plains right now. Should I force that now? What else am I gonna force? Protect the Soul Herder. This is not exactly what dreams are made of, but sometimes you just gotta run the Soul Herder out there. Oh, they have a Rift Bolt on the stack. Hopefully they'll target me because they have Searing Blaze. I don't know how I win this game, by the way. But I'll figure something out. Probably should have forced that lava spike. I need lands, right? I'm not sure. Need their last card in hand to be like a skewer to critics, I guess? Or should I play it safe? I kind of want to not play it safe. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I don't know why I blocked like that. Obviously, they have an incentive. They're making that attack. That's unbelievably bad. I mean, to be fair to one Swiss Spirit doesn't make a huge difference, I think. Maybe it does. I kind of need them to draw a land next turn anyways if I want to have a shot at winning this game. So if I block the other way around... Yeah. Take Ephemerate again. Yeah. Alright, that's kind of a shame. I think if I had blocked... I should have blocked the other way around, obviously. Ephemerate was free. Ephemerate was free. I don't know what Ephemerate was free means. Did I not play Ephemerate on my last turn to get an extra land in play? Yeah, I don't know why I played this game so bad. It's not that tricky. Oh well, it sucks. It really wasn't that tricky. I never know if Force is good in this matchup or not. Sometimes people on Magic Online don't try hard, I know. Zing. Zing! What are you referring to? I don't understand. I wonder if that's a matchup where you actually trim Ephemerate. Like the easy mode is just to board out all the forced up negations. It's like sideboarding in easy mode. Alright, I'm just gonna do that. Hey Tim. Time to head home for another lonely night grinding Magic all alone? Well, you can't hang out with us while you play Magic. Best of both worlds. Grinding Magic all alone is not that bad. It's better than grinding Magic with your wife annoying you. I didn't say that. She actually leaves me alone usually when I'm playing Magic. Oh man, it's kind of tricky. I guess I just get basic planes. If I don't draw land, I can play Watcher or Path. I really need to be able to Path an Eidolon. Eidolon's a pretty tough one to beat. Damn. God, it feels so bad to Path them now that they have all the canyons in their deck too. Yeah. We're not winning this game. Been running pretty bad with these draw steps. Just all lands or no lands. I hate these spots. The like 1%er that you feel obliged to play out. Have to hold there. Yeah, that was pretty reasonable actually. And a deputy and stuff, yeah. It's a pretty good play. Out of my drawing. Another brick. Alright, whatever, dude. Should I not play Breeding Pool in my deck? Is that what you're saying? I never even considered that. You just do the automatic, like, because I started it was one of each dual lands, which is kind of intuitive. Does the deck just not need Breeding Pool? I never really want to search for Breeding Pool. I don't need it. That would kind of be gas. Maybe the deck doesn't need Breeding Pool. Feel you should have boarded out Force. Yeah, I mean, Force pretty good when you're stuck on 2 lands, I guess. They mulliganed as well. So let's see here. Yeah, I guess I never really want to get Breeding Pool. That's kind of interesting. I never even thought about that. It doesn't play. I don't have one green mana spells. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I didn't. It's kind of weird that I thought about adding Vista and Prairie String, but never reconsidered not having Breeding Pool. It's so counterintuitive to not have one of each dual land, but I think it made sense. Against Burns, the games you lose usually have cards stuck in your hand. Yeah, why would you board out against Burn? I just never know what to board out. I don't think it matters much which order you go. If you go like White Green Island or... Actually, White Green Island is better because it casts Soul Herder. Badger Basic Forest, so it doesn't matter. Kind of surprised it took Soul Herder out of Inquisition. I wonder what's in their hand. I wonder what they're playing. Seems like a mistake at first sight. We'll see. We'll see what they have. Witness is slow. Yeah, I agree. Witness is incredibly slow against. I like boarding out Witness. Yeah, that makes sense. I like this deck more than Blue-White Control. I would have played it in a GP over Blue-White Control. I think it has a better Hogak matchup than Blue-White Control. Alright, so they're probably not playing Death Shadow, just Junt. Or some Brew. Looks like they're just playing straight red-black. They're not playing the Bull Lightning deck because they have all these basic swamps. So I'm not too sure what's going on here. I boarded in Rest in Peace. That was against Prowess deck that we beat. Against Prowess I bring in Rest in Peace, I board at Witness. Against Burn, I think boarding at Witness against Burn is actually pretty good. It's a good cut. I'll do that next time. I think trimming an ephemerate might be good too. Maybe free witness one ephemerate and keeping all the force. Target player discards suit card 2 damage to any target. I don't really care about that, right? I'm just gonna search first to have less lands in my deck. I'm gonna ephemerate in response. And I can always discard Force of Negation. Can't just discard Deputy. What are they gonna play? What are they playing? So weird. I'll just say go again. I want to keep mana up. I don't want to use like the pitch mode of force if I don't have to. Do I need to buy Prairie Stream before the spike? Obviously. It's kind of annoying. I kind of want to counter that. But I won't. Discipline. In a world without Hogak, would it make sense to swap Rest in Peace for Surgical? Yeah, it might. Surgical Witness might be enough against regular Dredge, but not against Hogak. You probably want to play a mix. I'm not too sure what the Graveyard hate would be if you're trying to hate it. If we go back to Old Modern and the Graveyard deck is Dredge. Yeah, so they were just Elemental was a really bad mana draw, I guess. Well, that sucks. Why did it take Force of Negation, though? Why not Arcal? Yeah. We just lose now. They're just going to play the 1-2. Could I have played that game differently? Not really. It's kind of gross that I drew a green card. Like, land would have been fine, blue-white card would have been fine. I said like 10 cards-ish that I didn't want to hit. Should I soak up some damage? Go down to 4? I'll go down to 4, I guess. Could I fetch Vista instead of Island when I ephemerated? Did I really do that? Dude. It's getting embarrassing, these mistakes. I knew I should have streamed that league. Just making a fool out of myself. The Alpha AI. Thanks for the follow. Wait, how did they win? Oh, they have Battle Rage in their deck? Jeez. I'm getting work today. Alright. Bye-bye Force. I'm bringing Rest in Peace. They can still win. but their deck's like somewhat embarrassing. Once they don't have their graveyard, once their 1/2 is like super scary cards. Yeah, I'll do 4 Rest in Peace. Venser seems really bad in this matchup. Knight seems like okay, not great. This is probably okay. 4 Rest in Peace is probably a lot. I have a lot of exile spells. I guess I'll do 3 Rest in Peace. It's a bit different than against Mono Red though. They actually have like discard spells to snag your Rest in Peace. 4 seems good. Yeah. I don't like Force against the Inquisition deck usually. Mystic Snake in the deck. I actually didn't try Mystic Snake. Does Mystic Snake make sense? You're usually kind of behind with this deck. So you need to affect the board and not the spells they're playing, but yeah, I could see Mystic Snake being decent. It's also bad with Soul Herder. 4 seems better than Deputy. Doesn't matter, I'm not winning a match tonight currently. Alright, maybe I can win a match. How greedy should I be? Kind of want to get rid of one of the removal spells and keep Ephemerate. Ephemerate's pretty good against removal too. Max Greed. Flicker Waste not great with Soul Herder. Why would it be great with Soul Herder? Lotsies, GG. Blaze Blaster is pretty decent in this deck. Blaze Blaster is probably the best card I'm not playing. Flicker, spend Soul Herder, you lock 1 permanent out. I mean, doesn't sound very exciting. Flicker was just... I think I'd rather just have deputies. Alright, getting punished for keeping that Ephemerate. Maybe I'll get rewarded. I kind of despise that Bolt Lightning deck. It's just not very fun to play against for some reason. Just feels bad. Flicker kills things like Chalice. Yeah, I mean, so does Deputy. I know that when I play against that deck, when I lose to that deck, it just feels bad. I'm not too sure how to explain it really. It's not a good feel, you know, you lose 2 cards, take a little damage, that 1/2 brings back the... I don't know, it's not fun, not good gameplay. Can you stack Soul Herder with Mangara? No. You can do Ephemerate. You need to use Mangara first and then have your effect go on the stack, not the other way around. Mangara would be like decent tech against... It's a bit slow though against Tron. It would be like decent Stone Rain technology, I guess. But it's not even good if you don't have Ephemerate. I mean, it's still okay. It's still like... I mean, that's not really okay. It's like a 3 mana delayed Stone Rain against big mana decks. I mean, surely if someone made top 32 out of GP with this deck, I can have a winning record in the Magic Online League, right? How hard can it be? Hypocrisy? Yeah, I've seen lists with Hypocrisy, the one that you blink and then it comes back as a 4/4. It's kind of like, it's kind of decent. It's a cute combo. You play it on turn 2, then you blink it with Soul Herder and it comes back as a 4/4. I don't know how good is a 4/4 though. Like, shouldn't you just play Tarmogoyf? Just you get a 4/5 without having to do anything else. Yeah, someone came in 21st and someone else came in 92nd with this deck. Would it be crazy to try Val and Flickerwist in this shell? No, but you need to build around Vial. I tried to just play Vial in this deck and it was bad. I think you need to either play Cryptic Command, Familiar's Ruse. You need to abuse Vial. Someone 5-0'd was Vial and Aladdin Race Call, which kind of makes sense. Friendly Willy, you're my favorite streamer. Thanks, bud. Too bad it's not Friendly Wily. Wily. Do we have a Wily command? Can't even remember, probably. What's the Wily command? Oh.
Wily. Wily.
Sagumolar. What does Sagumolar do? Did you break it? I like that it's a card I don't have in my collection. I feel like it makes it more likely it's broken. 6 mana. Morph. Oh, I mean, you could play a Chroma. But this one you can actually flip. You know, opponent's casting 8/8 tramples for 0, so I don't know if a 6/6 hexproof trample is that impressive. Ooh, they brought in Wismare. Interesting. Well, looks like somehow they just flooded. Playing Team or Battle Rage in that elemental deck's gotta be so greedy. I'll give people the benefit on the doubt on a lot, but not on Battle Rage in the Ball Lightning deck. I refuse to believe that is ever correct. Have you learned how to pronounce Raging Ravine, right? Raging Ravine? I used to say Raging Ravine, because in French it's Ravin, so Ravine is like kind of closer to the French pronunciation, I guess. I think that's why I'm getting tricked. Oh, Battle Rage. Do you make them discard 4 cards? I mean, when does your opponent have 4 cards in hand, though? Never, right? By the time you can, like, Battle Rage an elemental. I will admit I didn't think about that combo. I did not think I was going to win that game when I had no cards in hand, but here we are. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Speaking of, assuming that's on the soundboard, it's got to be on the soundboard. Let's see if they have it. Definitely missed my little soundboard when I was on vacation. I agree, Deputy is kind of heinous. I could just not do rest in peace. They brought in Wismere and stuff. I could do witness, path, witness, etc. Rest in peace is so good against him. I'll do free rest in peace 2 witness maybe. Mix it up.
Raging Ravine and what you say.
What you say? That you only.
Wow. When the what you say clip gets cut.
What you say? That you only meant well, cause you did. What you say? That it's all for the best, cause it is.
Thanks for the $5 donation, Adam. Thank you so much. Do I still play poker at all? Nope. I was thinking about playing a bit of poker. I might play a Sunday tournament, maybe next week or something. I might totally have blue-white until the ban Hogak, yes. Number 1 all-time money list used to play MTG. I think maybe even number 1 and number 2. Let's see. All-time poker money list. Is it Bryn and Justin? There might be that Chinese guy now. Bryn used to play Magic. And Justin used to play Magic. I actually have a story about Bryn. He used to be friends with that kid named TG Imp, who ended up like kind of scamming me out of some money. Not even scamming me, just like I lent him money and he just never paid me back. Anyways, so I lent him like some money. I didn't even know him, but it was like, I don't know, he was a Magic player. I'm like pretty naive. I had money on my PokerStars account. You know, I didn't know people could just be scum, you know, and not pay you back. So I lent Brent some money when he was like trying to start a bankroll. I lent him money like a bunch of times and he always paid me back. Akinox, 14 months with a tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. TJ Imp did not pay me back. Not only did he not pay me back, but I think he scammed me some more money. It was like some PayPal scam. I don't know. I was really dumb. Kind of still am dumb. But yeah. So basically, I think the only time I went broke online, it was crazy. I was playing Limit Hold'em. I was playing like 50, 100 heads up, which is like really high stake. And I had like 20K. I was playing that person heads up. And I took all their money. I had 20K. And they had less than a big... They were all in for their big blind. That's kind of a greedy search. Or bad search. I don't know. It was fine. At 20K, they were all in for like less than 100 or less than 50. And then I lost it all. Like half an hour later, the 20K was all gone. And that was like the only time I went broke online. And Bryn, lucky Bryn, his lucky money. He lent me like 2,000 or 3,000, I think. And then I rebuilt a bankroll with the money Bryn loaned me. TJ, I think he's out of prison, but the guy who like scammed me, like I think ended up in prison after robbing a bank with a gun. Have I ever played with Wikao? Maybe a bit, but I mean, I know him, you know, I know of him. Did I search the wrong land? Was I supposed to search breeding pool? What was I supposed to search? Was that Windswept Heath? Maybe just basic plains? Oh, this is kind of a tricky spot. I'm probably screwed either way. Why were you playing it 50, 100 was less than 200k bankroll? Well, first of all, it was limits, so it's not like no limits. But obviously, I had no bankroll management. Gab probably thinks that I'm just giving him a bunch of money, but in fact, I'm using this as my 401k. Once a knife pigeon, always a knife pigeon. Probably. I'm sure it comes with strings attached. I just don't know what yet. Something to do with AI. Why did I not block? Oh, I didn't block the Awakener. I don't know, man. Dude, that was what I'm talking about. It feels so bad to lose to that like crappy combo. For some reason, it just like I don't know how to explain. It just feels so bad. Riptide Sage, 13 months was a tier 1 sub. Thanks for all the resubs, people. I want to say guys, but I shouldn't, right? Guys can be girls, right? Guys can be every. Do I ever keep the land here? Basically need to draw Rest in Peace to a removal spell, and Knight of Autumn does buys me a bit of turn. I guess actually trade was, yeah. I guess I'll keep the Knights, not do anything too fancy. When is like poker splitting for MTG tournaments happening? What do you mean? Obviously it happens all the time. When I won my pro tour, I split away half of my winnings, I think. 25% of it was before the tournament. It was Herberholz. He like harassed me. I only wanted to split like 20, I think. And he just harassed me until I accepted to split 25. And then he played that garbage red-black deck, and I just won the tournament. And I probably split, I think we split with LSV. We were playing for like 40k for first and 20k for second. And I think we just split even before the finals. But I'm not sure, I can't remember. Oh, staking. Staking for Magic tournaments? Well, you don't really need to stake people for Magic tournaments. I mean, you could, you know, I mean, you could pay for their trip. They might need the money for their trip and whatnot. I'm gonna win this game somehow. Well, I'm not looking that bad. Let's see, I want to gain 4 life. Kind of want to clock. I'll get the 4 life. Might buy me the turn I need if they draw a Bull Lightning at some point. Can you Whismer, stay in the graveyard and stack the other way? Oh, probably. It's Sunday night. No one's really trying very hard. Just some casual Magic. I really like the idea of cutting the breeding pool. Let's play another basic. 2 white green, 2 blue green. I have an extra blue here, so I could play an extra forest. 4 forest is a bit much when you need all these base. Yeah, maybe I could just play another fetch line. Let's play. Doesn't really matter. Maybe another Heath. Let's see. Attack. Yeah, you don't want too many forests in the Soul Herder deck. Why no Reflector Mage? Because I think I would rather just have Deputy of Detention. It's more versatile. So nice with Soul Herder. You get extra counters on Soul Herder. We stole a game the other day. It was 26-26 Soul Herder. Even though it's a game we should have probably lost. Do I pav that or did I save it for the actual bull lightning? I'm just gonna say go. Their deck doesn't do a ton without the creatures. I'm just gonna path Awakener now and then witness my path, I guess. Or not. Oh look, we're gonna time them out. We're gonna time it. Do I just path my own wall if nothing happens on their turn? Just to play, no, that seems bad. I could still lose to a bunch of Bull Lightnings if I do that, I think. No, it's kind of a close call.
This stream was brought to you by King eBay Get Good from Martha Earth Dragon.
Smoke weed every day.
King Art, thanks for the resub, bud. Thank you so much. Not the resub, the $5 donation. I'm literally losing my mind. All right. Speaking of, this is kind of a tricky spot. I think I'm gonna do path that, and I'm gonna ephemerate my wall first. This way I don't lose it all to a lightning bolt. Ah, dang. Everyone, King Art is a sponsor of the stream. He sells Pokemons and video games on his eBay page, King E Art, spelled like you say it. Ephemerate, E-Wait for land, and upkeep, get back path would have been my play. I think ephemerating E-Wait is like pretty greedy. I think you want to secure a tiny bit of value. I guess if I draw a non-land, if I draw a card that can get it with Purge, it's kind of bad. Alright, we got there barely. I was looking pretty grim for a while. Still stuck at 2 trophies. Maybe I should play Hogak if I want trophy. Snow-covered mountain. What is up? Is that the Nivda? Yeah. Can we ever beat goblins? Zigobo. Actually, I probably should have searched for a forest here just to fit my deck. Mistake. Alright, I didn't draw basic forest. I didn't get punished. I think Goblin's pretty bad matchup, but I have some of the key cards in the matchup, Path to Exile and Fractusk, so I might be able to win this game if I draw a 2-drop. I think if I draw a 2-drop next turn, I might be in an okay shape. Feels so bad when you draw Knight at bottom in like a matchup where it doesn't do much. I think you need it. I think maybe not. Maybe just 2 Deputy is good, and Knight should just be another 2-drop. Scotty played a Condemn. He played a 5th 1-mana removal spell in the GP, and he liked it. Yeah, Hogak's not that good. It was just like 10% of the field, 20% in day 2, and then what is 3 out of 8? Like 43% in top 8. It just, every time you play like some X amount of rounds, it's like double the amount of Hogak in the top tables. Just completely ridiculous. Fair and balanced, nothing to see here. Oh, it's fraud. I wish OS Frog was a thing in Magic chats. Is it just a Dota thing? Why is Deputy good? Because it deals with everything. I don't know. It's just pretty solid, and it's a blue card for a Force of Negation. The Nightman Kames says, I went 10-5 in Birmingham and had to play against Hogak 6 times. Yeah, sounds I was gonna say sounds about right, but it sounds like you played way more than your fair share of Hogak. What do you play? And how do you do against Hogak? I guess I should get the breeding pool out of the way. Yeah, I can Profty block a War Chief still, not block the Pile Driver. Alright, do we keep fetching? Game is gonna still go a little while. I'm gonna want to be making my land drops. I'll fetch again. He played Brett Phoenix and he went 5-1 versus Hogak. Wow. Played Javier Dominguez list. 90% of the field intentionally played was a handicap. Well, Magic cards are not cheap. Not everyone can afford. It's a good turn from opponents. It's not quite enough though. Alright, I didn't do the math. Math is for attackers. The first Australian MCQ this weekend was won by Eldrazi Tron. It was 4 main deck ley lines. The top 8 only had 2 Hogak and they got matched into each other. Huh. That's crazy. Xaxes. The one extra fetch land, I could have like saved the one living on the. Let's see what my top card. Yeah, it's probably losing. Main deck snags and surgical and sidewall ley lines and more snags beats Hogak. Oh, I didn't even know. That's what Javier Dominguez plays. This matchup doesn't seem that bad. Like, they have a bit of card advantage, but I think your guys trade fairly well, and you have Path and Purge for the... I don't remember who. Someone playing the deck said they played against Goblins and they got mushed, but... I think matchups probably... I'm gonna Deputy Vial, slow them down. Deputy's probably gonna die at some point. Magoose. Magoose. Magoose of the moon. What did they get? Probably just Ringleader, yeah. Did I play Ice Fang Coddle or not? Should I just play Gearhulk next turn? Do nothing? I'll play a Coddle. Coatla? Coat? Do I keep playing my cantrip dudes? Seems fine, right? Just make them play more guys too, and then I wipe the board. I guess they're like playing guys for free. Get in there. 17. Ding, ding, ding. Let's go. Let's go, Craig Wesco. 16th place in the MTQ was a freeway tie. So how do they... oh, the tiebreaker is like arena rankings. That is pretty sick. Le Coatlet de Ice Baguette du Fromage. But of course... Should I ephemerate? Well, why not? It's not Ancestral Recall, it's only a... I don't know, I guess they never printed 1 mana draw 2. Is Gearhulk that good? It's just gonna die. It's probably... Maybe they'll drain me for 1 just to kill the... That I'd be gassed and they come kill my Gearhulk. The greed. Should have showed some more patience.
Patience from Zoe, waiting in the wings. Navi's about to be caught. Oh, there's the sleep, the surge. He catches everyone. Oh, this could be.
There's the Gearhulk.
Right ahead of TV. They turn it around. 4 arrows dead.
So good. I forgot it was the whole clip too. I forgot it was the whole clip. Thought it was just like patience. What clip is that? It's a Dota game from like 10 years ago. It's the greatest Dota clip in the history of... Dude, it's so hype. Playoff starts in 2 days. I might cast the best of ones. I kind of want to cast the best. The best of ones are my favorites. I might cast them, and it's in the morning. I'll see how I feel when I wake up. Did I ever play Dota 1? I think so. I'm not sure, actually. I don't know. I played Warcraft 2 and Warcraft 3, and I can't remember when we started playing Dota as my friends. I mean, the guy's pretty low, and the set 3 cards in hand. Is it the equivalent of Ignite Memories? Not really, because it didn't get lucky. It was just skill. Seb, I'm not. I mean, I love Seb and OG, but I'm not crazy about the Seb. Like, it's had the honor to play with Kuroki on the team back during IRC days. Oh, that's cool. Josh Ravitz played. Got paired was he was the same MMR. He played with Sphere once, I think, a long time ago. I actually played a party pub game was Matumba Man a year or two ago because he's friends with Zelki. I was staying with Zelki and we were playing some Dota, and I got to play a party game with Matumba Man. Matumba Man just picked. Oh, that's Prospector and Mons. Oh, this is gonna be tough. He just picked. Did they hit? I have to like. I'm super screwed, right? I need to get rid of Pashalik. He played Nature's Prophet and just completely owned. He wasn't a Smurf, I think. All right. Yeah, poor. Do you remember the video Long Live the International? If you want hype memories from TI2. I don't know if I've seen it. It doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, I'm a killer. Thanks for the raid. I didn't even know you were streaming today. How'd stream go? Welcome, everyone. Alright, that was... Alright, I'll save the life total for now. I'm assuming playing Soul Herder is good. The question is, what do I'll probably have to bring Gear. Yeah, my killer successfully hitting the raid button. My killer hitting the raid button instead of the host button.
The next label play. The next label play.
Stream went well, 4-1, 4-1, and 2-3 always scales, just lost playing for the trophy. I was gonna host and then I remembered you don't like... Slowly becoming a real streamer using that trade button. I'm a bit worried about Pasha leak and stuff, so that's why I think you want to try and keep the board clear. Some versions play too, I don't know, Slaying Gang too, all these cards. The Gearhulk technology is sweet. I can't believe we never tried Gearhulk in this deck. I'm sure people suggested it and I was like, blah blah blah, too expensive, rather have Strack-Tusk, etc. I've tricked myself into playing scales 4 GBs in a row, but my records so far are 11-4, 11-4, 13-3, so I guess the deck may be good. Have you considered that you might just be one of the greatest of all time and that if you played a better deck you would... Do I know that they have Munition Expert in here? I actually do. Munition Expert's kind of a... I guess I have to play the Witness. If you played Bant Solar, it'll be a GP champ? No. Probably that Mardu Shadow deck is just unbeatable. I guess I'll just grab Ephemerate. Like, bye-bye Witness. I'm not sure. What was I supposed to do there? There's just nothing I can do. Or they're killing Soul Herder. Well, I mean... I guess I'll just blink Witness and get back Path to Exile. My new pet peeve on social media, on Magic social media, is when people only post a deck when they 5-0 league with it. It's like, oh, I 5-0'd, guys. This is the list. I 5-0'd. Maybe I'm just like bitter because I never 5-0. It's probably can't even blame them. No one really cares if you go 4-1. But if you go 5-0, then the world, Heidi, the world is your oyster. Twitter is your oyster. Alright, so I'm gonna blame Gearhulk again. I'm gonna lose my witness. How do I... I guess I should get back Ephemerates just to be able to see. Should I just blink Witness and get back Path to Exile? Not like their goblins do that much. I have no... I guess I misplayed if I was going to do that. I should have probably gotten back one of the 2-drops and then played a second Soul. Oh, it had... oh, I forgot that card had text. I forgot they had it in play actually. Matron. Wow, I'm going to lose. And they had 2 artifacts too. Sick. Oh well, I guess I can Ephemerate Gearhulk at instance. So probably do it with a trigger on the stack because of Munition Expert. Oh, but now I lose Witness and I lose my... I could stack the Soul Harder and keep Witness, I guess. I'm allowed. Dude, he needs their... But they're gonna tutor for something. They're gonna tutor for, I'm gonna keep Soul Herder. Because if not, they can just tutor for Munition Expert, kill my Witness, and I don't have a good blink target. I mean, eventually I'm gonna run them out. Yeah, eventually they're gonna start having all lands with their ringleaders, right? They don't play Witness, not that I'm aware of. Well, hello there. Alright, I think this is, I think it's in. Are we scooping? The lax scoop? Alrighty. Easy. Is Stony sounds good against them? I think they have like 1 icon, maybe 2. I think a Watcher is not completely embarrassing, but this is probably... I'm gonna keep. This sounds a bit slow, but their deck's not super fast. I played against Phoenix with this. You know what? Somehow I haven't. I don't remember ever playing against Phoenix with this deck. It's so weird. For some reason, Phoenix is just non-existent in my leagues. I cannot explain it. Obviously, drawing a 2-drop would have been ideal here. Have I given my thoughts on the OP announcement? Posted something on Twitter, I think. Seems pretty good, you know. Obviously, like we're so starved. Like anything reasonable just seems really good. I think it was. I was pretty excited about it. I still think it's good, but I'm not sure. You know, they keep saying how Magic grows, etc., and I'm not sure the price pool is there to reflect that these days. I think it's still the same price pool they were giving away like 20 years ago. So that's like, you know, kind of an issue, I guess. If they're doing so well, why don't they put more money into the circuit? And then the other thing, and I think there's not enough turnover. They're stuck on 2 lands, right? Do I just play a Witness to block? To have a blink target? That feels... Is that correct? No. It's too tough. The Rivals League might have quite a bit of turnover, yeah. That's the other thing they could make. They could make the, like, contracts of the Rivals League, you know, and MPL, like, much closer, so maybe it's not as big of a deal, you know? I'm not too sure. Alright, let's look. My gamble of keeping a slow hand is not going to pay off. Also looks like my play of casting Witness last turn, that didn't work out. Hopefully I can live one more turn. It's gonna be tough though. Do we know about the Chieftain? Shane dead. Yeah, I guess I punted. Probably would have won if I had played just said go as path and then Witness path, and I don't know why I played the Witness to block. I don't know, they kind of had a pretty explosive draw. That's not so far. This game